Welcome to yet another exciting educational video brought to you by Vision Concepts Academy. So in today's video, we'll be looking at biology and transport in plants and animals. So in this video, we will see transport system definition, transport in plants, Xylem, Phloem, transpiration, translocation, transport in animals, types of circulatory systems, heart, and the blood vessels, plus some experiments to prove or demonstrate transpiration in living things, that's in plants. So sit tight to the end of this video to enjoy and be educated in transportation or transport in plants and animal. If you are not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit the subscribe button to subscribe to get more content in the STEM education. So we'll dive in. What is transport in plants and animals? Generally, transport system is a biological system responsible for moving essential substances like water, gases, nutrients, and wastes around the body of plants and animals. Okay? Okay, so again, I said transport system is a biological system responsible for moving essential substances like water, gas, nutrients, wastes around the body of plants and animals. So it's a complex system. Just think about your transportation system, maybe like your roads, where you have different kinds of roads and vehicles plying up and down, moving human beings and commodities to and from places. This is what the transport system in biological system is responsible for. For plants, it involves movement of water, minerals, salts, and manufactured food via the xylem and the phloem tissues. So what is the xylem? The xylem actually is the one that carries water and minerals upwards from the roots to the leaves. So this is from upward from roots to the leaves. So what leaves the roots? Minerals and water leave the roots and goes to the leaves. So there's upward movement. So the phloem is the one that transports food made from the leaf. So this is downward movement. Okay, from the leaves. So it goes from the leaf and to other parts of the plant, and the process is known as translocation. So translocation is the process that occurs through the phloem. Okay, translocation. So the spelling here, translocation. So this is where the food produced from the leaf goes from the leaf down to the other parts in the process known as translocation. Okay, so it's done in the phloem. So the phloem and the xylem actually are tissues where transport occurs in plants. Okay, that is where movement of materials, minerals, water, salt, and manufactured food use this system to go through. All right. So I'm going to talk about these two terms, transpiration and translocation. What are they? Transpiration is actually loss of water vapor. So this is loss of water vapor. Okay, from where? From the plant leaves through what they call stomata. So loss of water vapor from the plant leaves through stomata. Actually, stomata is just small openings in the plant and in the leaves where water can escape from. Understand? So this helps. This transpiration, like it's a process. It's like a pressure. It helps water circulation. It helps to pull water upwards. No, so this helps to pull water upwards. Okay, so that's transpiration. Okay, so but translocation actually is the movement of soluble food substances. So translocation, on the other hand, movement of soluble food substances. Okay, so actually this one comes from up to down. It comes from up to down, from the leaves to storage organs. Okay, so these food substances is like example, it's like sucrose. So sucrose can move from the leaves to storage organs. From the leaves to storage organs. So hope we know the difference now between transpiration and translocation. Okay, so we'll dive into transport in animals. So transport in animals is performed by the circulatory system. So this is what performs the transport in animals. So it includes the heart, it includes the blood. So the blood is the substance that actually moves these materials, and the blood vessels. The blood vessels are like the road, and the blood vessels. Okay, so these are the components of the transport in animals. So this is circulatory system. You have the heart, the engine where you pump, where the pressure comes from. Then the blood is the liquid, substance that carries oxygen, carries food materials, carries a lot of things. Understand? And the blood vessels is the road. Okay. So there are types of circulatory systems. Types of circulatory systems. Okay, in general term. So the first one I will talk about is the open system. This one does not have to do with animal. It does not have to do with blood. Blood is not always in insects. So the open system is seen in the insects. So you don't have blood component in this one. So, but you have the closed system. Blood is always in the vessels. So for the closed system, you have the one that contains blood. Human beings is an example where you have the closed system of circulatory system. Blood is important here because blood is the means of transport. Then you have single circulation. Blood passes through the heart once per cycle. Okay, so this is single circulation. Blood passes through the heart once in a cycle, once per cycle, e.g. fish. And you have the double circulation. For the double circulation, number 4, double circulation. Here, blood passes through the heart twice per cycle, e.g. mammals. Okay, so this is just for our information. We'll dive into the heart and get a brief description of the heart. So the heart is a component of the human circulatory system, or circulatory system generally. It is a muscular organ. It's a muscular organ that pumps blood throughout the body. Humans have 4-chambered hearts, 2 aorta and 2 ventricle. 2 aorta and 2 ventricles. So it's a muscular, okay, features is a muscular organ. Heart is a muscular organ. That means it has muscles. Organ. And what it does is that it pumps blood throughout the body. So it ensures that blood goes. So there's a pressure that comes from the heart that it beats, and each beat pumps out blood and ensures that the pressure pushes the blood throughout all the body. There are 4 chambers. Humans have 4-chambered hearts, 2 aorta and 2 ventricles. Okay, so humans have 4 chambered heart. So you have 2 aorta and 2 ventricles. Okay, so the next one I will look at is the blood vessel. The blood vessel is where the blood passes after the heart is pumping. You see the blood vessels have 3 components. The blood vessels, like I said, it's like the road. Okay, so you have the arteries, you have the veins, and you have the capillaries. So the arteries actually carry blood away from the heart. So this carry blood away from the heart. Okay, while the veins returns blood to the heart. So the veins returns blood to the heart. The word returns blood to the heart. Okay, and the capillaries are tiny vessels where exchange of substances occur via osmosis. Okay, so they are tiny vessels where exchange of substances occur. So that's capillary. So this is where you have blood, oxygen entering, have food entering into the bloodstream, and so on and so forth. So substances occur, exchange occur in the capillaries. Okay, so we have an experiment on the board. The aim of the experiment is to demonstrate transpiration. And transpiration is where water comes out of the plant through the leaves. Okay, so we're going to use a potted plant. A potted plant is just like a plant. You have a pot like this that have a soil inside, and then you have this plant coming out like this. So this is a potted plant with the leaves. Okay, so cover the soil with a plastic bag. So the soil inside here, just cover with a plastic bag. Place a polythene a bag around the leaf. So you place this bag around the leaf. So you have covered this place, the soil, with a plastic bag. You cover here too with this is polythene bag, and so that water will not escape. So around the leaf, and observe water droplets after a few hours. So water droplets is when you bring out this bag that you're covering it, you will see water droplets on it. So the conclusion is that water lost through the leaves shows transpiration. So the water droplets in the bag that you use to cover this plant, if you bring it out later, you will see that you have water droplets showing that transpiration occurs. So transpiration goes through the leaves, through the stomata in the leaves. Okay. Okay, so on the board is an attempt to illustrate the human heart. I will just point out the things you need to know about the human heart. So if you look at it, like you have the main thing, this is a chamber, this upper atrium or the left atrium, and this is the right atrium. Then you have the right ventricle and the left ventricle. Now I'll start by saying the left atrium, this is left atrium, is the upper left chamber of the heart. The upper left chamber. So if I stay like this, this is my left, of course. The upper left chamber of the heart. All right. What it does is that it receives oxygenated blood. So the blood comes in. There's a vessel that comes into here. It receives oxygenated blood, and from the pulmonary vein. Okay. So this is the pulmonary vein this way because of the way the diagram is. Okay. The vein comes in here. There's another one that comes. There are two sides. Okay. Let me just put the pulmonary vein here. There are many. They're like just do one. These two, the pulmonary vein. Look at this one, this side that will feed this side. So it receives oxygenated blood from the pulmonary vein, and this pulmonary vein actually comes from the lungs. It comes from the lungs, you understand, and pops into the left ventricle. Now the right atrium, this is the right atrium. also is the upper chamber of the heart. So if I stay like this is my left and this is my right. So this is the right atrium, the upper chamber of the heart, and it will also receive deoxygenated blood, okay, from the body through the superior and inferior vena cava. So this is the vena cava. So this is where the blood comes in. So the blood that comes in here is deoxygenated. So oxygen has been removed. Deoxygenated. This one receives oxygenated blood. You understand? That's the difference. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood. That's the blood that has oxygen dissolved in it. While the right receive deoxygenated blood. Understand? Okay. So you have the left ventricle. This is the left ventricle and the right ventricle. So what the left ventricle is the lower chamber of the heart. So the upper chamber above it is the left atrium, and below it is the left ventricle. So it is the lower right chamber of the heart. It pumps the oxygenated blood into the pulmonary artery, which carries it to the lungs for oxygenation. So this is very, very important part of it. In fact, every part of that is very important. Okay, so the aorta, where is the aorta? Look at it, like there are some pipes like this. The aorta, what it does is the largest artery in the system. So the function is to carry all oxygen-rich blood from the left ventricle to all parts of the body. So this is the left ventricle. It just carries the blood that is here to all parts of the body. You understand? It's an outlet. An outlet. So the pulmonary artery. This is the pulmonary artery. Do I have it in this? Yes, I have it in this diagram. Look at it here. It just comes directly into the right ventricle. The pulmonary artery is veins entering into, artery entering into the right ventricle. The right ventricle. The artery is entering into the right ventricle. What it does is that it transports the oxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. So it's just from here, from the heart to the lungs. You understand? Okay. And the pulmonary vein also is just like veins coming into the left atrium. The left atrium. Okay, this is the left atrium. So you have the pulmonary veins. The function is to carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. So I'm going to leave a description of all these parts of the heart in the description. So in this video, just go to the description section and check the different functions to aid your study. Also, a diagram will be at the thumbnail of this particular video for your appreciation. So I hope this video has been informative for you. I'd like to thank